One of the first things we notice about someone is their hands and fingernails. Can you imagine going to the dentist and noticing that your dentist has dirty fingernails? Even in this day and age when dentists wear gloves while performing their services, dirty or unkempt fingernails are a real turnoff. The same applies to wait staff in restaurants, and they do not wear gloves. With the technology of the 21st century, there is no reason for anyone to have unattractive nails. There are many ways that you as a practitioner skilled in nail technology can help your clients have better looking hands. And there is certainly no reason why anyone desiring long, attractive nails cannot have them. Today we're going to look at a process that for years now has been referred to as acrylic nails, even though we're going to attempt to use more accurate language as we study the techniques. Acrylic nail enhancements. Nail enhancement based on is a nail enhancement based on mixing liquids, which are monomers, and powders, which are polymers. It's been known for years as acrylic nails. The term acrylic actually refers to an entire family of thousands of different substances that share closely related features. Acrylics are used for many things, such as contact lenses, cements for mending broken bones, plexiglass windows, and even makeup. Acrylic is a general term for a large group of ingredients. Liquid and powder artificial nail enhancements products are based on a subcategory called monomer liquid and polymer powders. So for our purposes, the terms acrylic and monomer liquid and polymer powder will be used interchangeably. The composition of monomer liquid and polymer powder. A monomer, mono means one and mer means units. So a monomer is a one unit called a molecule. Polymer, poly means many, so polymer means many units or many molecules. Basic applications. You can use it over a natural nail as a protective overlay, over a nail tip, or over a flexible form to create a nail extension. Monomer liquid. The industry standard is ethyl methacrylate. Another one is methyl methacrylate, which is not recommended for use on nails and is illegal in the state of Missouri. And then you have the odorless monomer liquid. A natural hair brush is best to apply these products. So the process basically is to immerse the brush in the monomer. The bristles absorb the monomer. You brush the tip of the brush is touched into the polymer, the powder, and a small bead is formed at the end of that brush. The bead is placed on the nail surface, and then it is molded with the brush. Basic mix ratio guidelines. 1 part of liquid plus 1 part of powder is a dry bead. 1.5 parts of liquid to 1 part of powder is a medium bead. And 2 parts of liquid to 1 part powder is a wet bead. Polymerization. Monomer is made mostly from ethyl monomer liquid. In the process called polymerization, trillions of monomers are linked together to create long chains that create tiny round beads of polymer powder, which are used to create certain types of nail enhancements. Additives. Our special additives are blended into liquid and powder to ensure complete set or cure, maximum durability, color stability, shelf life, etc. Pigments. Polymer powders are usually blended with pigments and colorants to create a wide range of shades, including your pinks, whites, milky translucents, and even reds, blues, greens, purples, yellows, oranges, browns, and a jet black. Beads. When liquid is picked up by a brush and mixed with powder, it forms a bead on the end of the brush that begins to harden. Catalysts. The monomer and polymer bead is shaped and begins to harden. However, the bead needs help. That is achieved through additives called catalysts and initiators. Catalysts speed up chemical reactions and are used in monomer liquids to control the set or curing time. The catalyst energizes and activates the initiators. Initiators start a chain reaction that leads to the creation of long polymer chains. The initiator causes monomer molecules to permanently link into long polymer chains. Benzoyl peroxide, BPO. It is an initiator It starts the chain reaction that leads to curing the nail enhancement. It is the same ingredient used in the over-the-counter acne medicine. Combining products. Different products use different amounts of BPO. Thus, it is very important to always use the powder that was designed for use with the monomer liquid being used. Products used incorrectly can result in service breakdown or skin irritation and sensitivity. Monomer liquid and polymer powder colors. Basic pink, white, clear, and natural can be blended to create customized shades of pink to match or enhance a client's nail beds. Bold primaries or pastels can be used to create a wide range of designs or patterns. Using colored powders allows you to lock in permanent colors in the artificial nail. Stark white can also be used to create the French manicure look. Monomer liquid and polymer powder products and supplies. Your supplies. Obviously, you're going to need monomer liquid. You will need the basic manicuring setup as well as all of these things. The amount of liquid and powder used to create a bead is called the mix ratio. We already covered that. Polymer powder is available in white, clear, natural, pink, and a whole pile of other colors. Nail dehydrator. A nail dehydrator removes the surface moisture and any tiny amounts of oil left on the natural nail plate. You want to make sure that there is no oil underneath your product. You'll get lifting, you'll have all kinds of problems. Nail primer can be acid-free or non-acid. They are preferred. There are acid primers and not preferred, obviously. They're used to enhance the adhesion of enhancements to the natural nail. They help the product stick to the nail. Regardless of the type you use, always follow the manufacturer's instructions. Nail forms are placed under the free edge and are used to extend the nail enhancement beyond the free edge for additional length. These are sculptured nails. Abrasives from medium to fine are used for smoothing monomer liquid and polymer powder nails. A three-way buffer is used to high shine the enhancement when no polish is worn. Monomer liquid and polymer powder enhancements take 24 to 48 hours to reach ultimate strength. They are not going to be that strong right at the beginning. So remember to tell your clients this. They take 24 to 48 hours to reach their ultimate strength. Nail tips are preformed nail extensions made from ABS or tennite acetate plastic. They're available in a wide variety of shapes, styles, and colors. Dappen dishes. These dishes hold both the monomer and polymer. They're designed to minimize evaporation. Nail brush. We're talking about the actual brush, not your manicuring brush. The nail brush sable hair is the best. There are other natural bristles that are okay and maybe mixed with the sable. But avoid the overly large brushes because they might dilute the product and you have a harder time keeping it off of the skin that way. Safety eyewear should be worn to protect the eyes from flying objects or accidental splashes. Dust masks. Masks are worn over the nose and mouth to prevent inhalation of excessive dust. They do nothing for vapors. You're still going to have those vapors. Protective gloves. You want nitrile polymer gloves. They're going to be the best ones for you to use. Storing your products. Store them in a covered container in a cool, dark area away from heat. Discard anything that you've used. Avoid skin contact. Dispose of according to local rules and regulations. Monomer liquid and polymer powder nail enhancement maintenance, crack repair, and removal. It's important to learn the special terminology for the procedures. So just going to go over some terms here. Apex or arch. These are all, by the way, on page 335 in your textbook. The apex or arch is the area of the nail that has the strength. The stress area is where the natural nail grows beyond the end of the finger, where the smile line is. The sidewall is the area on the side of the nail plate that grows free of its attachment to the nail fold and where the extension leaves the natural nail. Nail extension underside, exactly that. It's the actual underside of the nail extension. Thickness. Sidewalls and tip's edge should be credit card thin. C-curve is determined by the C-curve of the natural nail. 35% is average. Again, these pictures are on page 335 of your textbook. Look at the nails, looking for the C-curve pointed at you. It's the flatness or curviness of the nail, how much it's curved. That is the C-curve. Length. The length of each nail extension should be pretty much the same. They should be in proportion with each other. You don't want to put an extension on one finger that's real short and then the next finger real long. You need to be proportionate. Maintenance. 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know any nail techs that let their clients go 3 weeks. I guess if it was a case of emergency, maybe they would, but they generally set them up at a 2-week maintenance. It's going to depend on how fast your client's nails grow and how long their extension is to begin with. The nail is thinned down, the apex of the nail is removed, and the entire nail enhancement is reduced in thickness so that you can backfill. Excuse me. Odorless products. They do not have the same chemistry as all the other monomer, liquid, and polymer powder products. They have a slight odor. They're not completely odorless. They must be used with a dry mix ratio, and they will harden more slowly. So make sure you're using a dry mix. They create a tacky layer called the inhibition layer on the top, which can be removed with alcohol, acetone, or a manufacturer recommended product, just the same as your gel polish. And that is it for monomer liquid and polymer powders.